I'm back for round two, and I guess you can officially say that this video kicks off 2024. Something new for the channel that I have been thinking about that gives me more motivation to actually read all these books around me. This is going to be my January TBR. So I have like a couple physical books here, some on Audible, and one on Kindle. So I have a total of 5 books here, but some of them can be flip-flopped to like add another book in here, but I'm a very slow reader and I just read at my own pace. That's not the end of the world if I don't get to all these books, but I'm taking it easy on myself because I'm one of those that doesn't read like 25 books in a month. How do you even do that? But yeah, these are gonna be the 5 books that I'm hoping to get through in January. I'm gonna start off with my physical reads, and let's kick this thing off. My first Stephen King book of 2024 is going to be Billy Summers. And this was released in 2021. And this is about an Iraq war veteran who was a sniper. And he is brought to like this small town and becomes part of like a conspiracy theory. So he has to work with the mafia to bring down this whole thing. Now, it is a 500-page novel, but this is most likely going to be the first thing I read. And I've heard really good things about it. So, Billy Summers by Stephen King. Next, is Dead of Winter by Darcy Coates. And I've had this one for about a couple months now, and it's like the perfect time to read it because it's winter, sort of. But this is like a closed-in thriller about 8 strangers in a cabin, and they are being stalked by either a killer or something supernatural. Again, I've been really wanting to get into Darcy Coates, but I have like so many books that I'm working on that I want to get to. But this one seems to be a pretty quick read, I hope. But that was Dead of Winter by Darcy Coates. The next book, you guys have seen this so many times on my channel. Maybe I'll get to it. American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. I've had this thing on my TBR for like 2 years now, and I just haven't got to it yet. January is going to be the month. That's why I only pick like 2 other physical books, so I'm hoping to get to this finally. But this is the story about Patrick Bateman, and he is a very successful Wall Street broker by day, but a serial killer by night. So, does he think that it's happening around him for real, or is it all in his head? So I really can't wait to read this and finally get it off of my TBR pile. American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. Now we're going to go into the 2 audiobooks that I have. And the next one is The Topeka School by Ben Lerner. And this is kind of like a Southern coming-of-age literary story. And it takes place in Kansas, of course. And it's just about like this group of kids who grow up together and all of their trials and tribulations. Now, literary fiction is something that I'm not opposed to reading, but depending on the subject matter, it really could work for me. And I've heard a lot of people say that this is a fantastic book. So that'll be my first audiobook of 2024. My nonfiction pick on Audible is going to be American Drug Addict by Brett Douglas. And I read the synopsis, and this is about a man who has been married for like 26 years and has like a couple kids, but apparently he got addicted to drugs, and this is his story. So I'm sure it's going to be a very hard-hitting audiobook. And one of my goals for this year is to read more nonfiction. Not just memoirs, nonfiction. But this just happens to be a memoir. So that was American Drug Addict by Brett Douglas. And the final book that I do want to read is on my Kindle, and that's going to be Big Bad by Chandler Baker. And apparently this is like a very short story that has something to do with like a woman turning into a wolf or something. I'm not really too familiar with the synopsis of this story, but I did read 5 out of 6 of these Amazon Creature Feature stories in 2023. So this was the only one that I didn't get to. But these are the books that are on my priority list for January. And subject to change, I could add another book in here. I could take another book out, but we'll see. That's going to do it for my January TBR. Hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good first month of 2024 in your reading journey. I know I will, because I got some pretty decent books here. But let me know what you guys are reading in January, and maybe we'll talk. But that's all I got for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, which will happen to be my Read What You Own challenge announcement. That's probably going to be a very short one. 24 books I want to read in 2024. But I think my next video is going to be the movies I watched in December. So I'll probably film that one either tomorrow or later tonight. So that's all I got for this video. And that's all the time that I'm going to be down here for the remainder of the day. But I will definitely be back for more tomorrow. And Happy New Year, wherever you guys are. If you're in the States, we have like 10 more hours. So squeeze in whatever books or movies you want to watch at the very last minute. I know I do because I need to finish Drawing of the Three. But in other words, have a great rest of your 2023, and I'll see you guys next year with more content. Happy New Year. Adios. Peace.